at one point, lust ruined my life. You know, there's a big conversation about this on the internet, whether, doing the deed is healthy for you or not. And it's very weird because when you search it up on the internet, you're going to see that there's a lot more pros than cons. And let me tell you firsthand, it is not a natural thing to do the deed or do dirty things like that. It is not a natural thing, right? In this video, I'm going to teach you guys the 3 critical ways that I have beaten lust. It's always going to be a challenge as a man. It's always going to be something that you're going to have to battle just because we are in the flesh of a human being, and the natural, urge is always going to be there. That's just nature. That's just how God made us. But fighting that urge and actually having the discipline and self-respect to not do it is going to give you a lot of progress in a lot of areas of your life. And I'm speaking firsthand from that because I'm 22 years old now. When I was 18, I'm pretty sure everybody watching this, when they were 18, they were just at the peak of it. And I finally have a lot more control than I did before. In this video, I'm going to teach you guys just kind of like the things that I did, my experience with, becoming more disciplined with lust, and just kind of like general information as well. This video is uncut, it's raw. You guys can just like put it on in the background while you clean your room or while you do your homework or something. But yeah, the first thing I did was mental transformation, right? I identified that it was a unhealthy habit, and I identified that there were unhealthy thought patterns associated with it, right? You need to have a personal mantra or a personal set of principles when you're faced with temptation, right? Let me explain that in like retard terms. So, simple thing I did was when I started to have like the need or whatever, basically what I did was I would think about the after effect. I would think about how I would feel after. And that is where I started to see progress, because everyone watching this knows how you feel after. You usually feel like crap. You feel completely crappy and you regret it, and you start even praying to God and you're like, man, I'm not going to do that again. But start to think about the after effect of it. Start to think about why you're actually feeling the way you feel, right? Most of the time it's loneliness. Most of the time you just feel lonely or bored. So in your mental, thought process, all you really need to do to overcome it is become busy, right? Not have enough time to do it, because sometimes that can take up a lot of time in your day. But just develop a personal set of principles. Develop a personal rule book to when you become faced with temptation. Mine was, like I said, just the after effect, thinking about how dirty and how guilty I would feel after doing the deed. So that is the first thing. The second thing is probably the most important tip, but strategic environment design. Designing your environment so that you can't be tempted with lust. Biggest thing is going to be your digital, but first I'm going to go through my physical, right? My physical environment was never really a problem, but when you are faced with going to the club, right? You go to the club, you go to bars, you go to a place where lust is present, that is where you're going to mess up. That is where you're going to end up hooking up with a girl that you regret, and you're going to end up waking up the next day feeling absolutely disgusting. Just don't surround yourself with friends or people that do those things. Surround yourself with a group of individuals that are high mindset, that are grinding for whatever they want to do. And I'm in the Marine Corps, trust me, there are people in the Marine Corps that have like horrible mindsets on women. But I just surround myself with the killers, like the boys that are just studying and grinding and working out. Like, I'm sweaty because I just came back from the gym. Like, I surround myself with killers, like just straight dogs. I don't surround myself with people that go out too much on the weekends and just do nothing and go out with these girls on Tinder. Me, my environment is clean physically, but digitally, that's where it's the problem. Pretty much the whole internet is softcore porn. Pretty much the whole internet. Like, it's actually crazy. But what you need to do is limit it as much as possible. When you open up Instagram and there's a naked girl there, chances are your algorithm is designed from you, right? Stop liking those pictures, stop liking those reels. You need to start following different accounts. My Instagram is usually just memes or like motivational stuff, because that's the stuff I like. Be intentional with the content that you like, because your algorithm is going to get designed around the stuff you like, especially like Instagram. I don't know much about TikTok, but Instagram, stuff you like, it's going to design the algorithm based on that. So be careful with the stuff you like. Try to swipe away from the bad stuff as fast as possible, because I think it does watch time as well. But your digital environment, extremely important. That's the biggest one that a lot of people mess up in. Make sure that you fix your digital environment and build a daily routine that gets you off your phone as well, because being on your phone 24/7, that is also not good to go, because now, just not even lust, just in general, you're plaguing your mind with things that don't exist in real life. Most of the stuff that you see on the internet don't even really aren't even a thing in real life. Like it's actually kind of weird. But yeah, strategic environment design. The last tip, and this one is very important, it's purpose-driven activities and relationships. Make sure everything you do is meaningful. Make sure you have a purpose-driven life. They always say a man with a purpose is a dangerous man. If you have purpose and you have reasons to do things, to get up every day, to get stuff done, and you're in a rush and you're just busy, you're not going to be thinking about lust. You're not going to be thinking about that stuff, and good people are going to naturally come to you, like good girls that are, you know, love filled and not lust filled, and feminine and nice. Like those girls are going to come around for you because you're purpose driven, and women with purpose are going to naturally be attracted to you. It's very true, that saying, I forgot what it was, but it's like you attract what you are. Like if you're a motivational guy, you're gonna have motivational friends. Your girlfriend's gonna be motivational. Your wife is gonna be a motivational person. Chances are you're not gonna marry a lazy slob if you're purpose driven. You know, it's just nature. It's just how it works. And on relationships, make sure your friends are purpose driven. Make sure, like I said, I hang out with dogs every day. I hang out with straight killers. These guys are always studying. These guys are always working out. They're always trying to get better. And yeah, we mess around. We go out here and there, of course. I'm not saying be like boring or be alone. Like, I'm being realistic here. Like I said, the internet. Don't isolate yourself. Don't think that going out is a bad thing. But we keep things very short. We keep things very, you know, purpose driven. There's always a purpose behind every activity we do. I'm always working on my YouTube channel or my craft, which is the infantry. So that's pretty much what I do in my relationships. And then purpose driven activities, working on my YouTube channel right now. I have a couple of things I need to get done today. I already went to the gym. I have a 20-minute study session right after this. Edit, upload videos, done with the day by 6. Then I can do whatever I want. See, everything is purpose driven for me. So have a reason for everything. It's gonna naturally push you away from lust. But yeah, that is a short video on the 3 critical ways that I was able to overcome lust. I'm still battling it every day. I will battle it to the day I die, because that is natural. That is how it works in this life. But don't let it define you. And when you do mess up, shrug it off, take the hit to the chest, try again. You know what I mean? Just try again, try again, try again. Don't make it a thing to where you feel guilty and crappy every time. Just, hey, I messed up. What can I do to make it better? What triggered me? Let's get on to the next thing. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure you like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.